Every breath looks simple. In, out. But inside you, it's a high-speed delivery system, moving oxygen to trillions of cells and hauling carbon dioxide away like toxic trash. First stop, the nasal cavity. Here, the air is warmed, humidified, and filtered by tiny hairs and sticky mucus to trap dust and microbes. Air passes through the pharynx, the shared hallway for food and air. Then the larynx, the voice box. A swinging gate, the epiglottis, which snaps shut during swallowing so that the food you swallow doesn't end up in your lungs. We then head down the trachea, which is reinforced by cartilage rings so the tunnel doesn't collapse when you inhale. The airway splits into bronchi, then smaller bronchioles, finally arriving at clusters of grapes called alveoli. They are wrapped in red-veined capillaries. The real goal isn't just filling lungs, it's gas exchange across a membrane thinner than tissue paper. These tiny air sacs are where oxygen from inhaled air diffuses into the bloodstream, and carbon dioxide from the blood diffuses out to be exhaled. Thin walls, a massive surface area, and a moist surface allow for fast diffusion. There are no pumps here. Gas exchange is powered by diffusion. The chest cavity is like a mechanical room. The diaphragm is like a flexible elevator floor. To move air, you need pressure gradients. When your diaphragm contracts and flattens, your chest volume increases. Exhaling is usually passive. The diaphragm relaxes, volume decreases, pressure rises, and air moves out. Now, let's see what happens to the oxygen that gets into the arteries. Yes, they are transported using red blood cells, and no, oxygen doesn't just float in the blood. Most of it rides on hemoglobin inside red blood cells. If the red blood cells were subway cars, the hemoglobin molecules are the seats inside. Think about that for a moment. Let me explain again. Red blood cells are the cells, while hemoglobin is the crucial protein in the cell that carries oxygen. Another cool fact, blood appears red because the iron in hemoglobin reflects red light. And remember, there are deeper mechanics involved here if you are studying AP biology. I will include them in another video. Let's continue. We are covering the oxygen molecule's journey. The nose that breathes in oxygen from the environment, the path down the trachea and to the alveoli, then onto the hemoglobin along the arteries, from there, through the capillaries, into the cell. Okay, now we've reached our destination. And why does the cell need oxygen? You need energy for every activity in your body, and about 90% of that energy is made in your cells with the help of the mitochondria. That oxygen that comes in is used in your cells to help break down glucose during cellular respiration, producing ATP, the cell's main energy currency. Even while you sleep, your body keeps the rhythm, breath after breath. Over here, you see the simplified equation. Oxygen using glucose to produce energy, and water and carbon dioxide are the byproducts. Now, when I say carbon dioxide is a byproduct, it does not mean it is something bad. Carbon dioxide in your body plays a key role in your functionality. Regardless, it has to leave your body, and it is transported out in a different way. The role of carbon dioxide in your body and the method of transporting carbon dioxide will be explained in another video. But to summarize, carbon dioxide is brought to the lungs using 3 methods: 70% as bicarbonate ions, 20% bound to hemoglobin, and 10% dissolved in plasma. And we exhale carbon dioxide out of our body.